During our date night, I saw my wife dancing with another man and I got mad. Am I the a-hole? My wife and I went salsa dancing for date night the other night, something we rarely get to do since having our first baby 18 months ago. With no family nearby to help with childcare and babysitters being expensive, it was only our second time going out alone since our child was born. We were having a great time, but at one point I went to the washroom. I was gone for no more than 5 minutes, and when I came back, I saw her on the dance floor, dancing with another man. I felt it was really disrespectful and got upset. I stood there watching, and when she saw me, I threw my hands up like, "What the hell?" She just smiled and kept dancing with him. So I walked over, tapped the guy on the shoulder, and he immediately stopped and apologized. After he left, my wife got really mad, called me controlling, and spent the rest of the evening sitting at the bar, sulking. I told her I thought it was disrespectful to dance with someone else while on a date with me, but she wasn't having it. Am I the a-hole? Before edit top responses. By Zupperous. Yes, you are obviously the a-hole. You are entering a space, social salsa dance, where it is normal and encouraged to dance with strangers. It's not her job to ensure you never feel uncomfortable or insecure. This was a controlling move to interrupt her perfectly innocent dance. I would have been so embarrassed of you. By Efficient Wafer 9438. Honest question for everyone in the comments. I wondered if I was missing something. Salsa culture. Date night. Bet. So I came back and reread the post. He cut in politely, and then she went sulking away. If she was just switching partners, dancing in the moment, yes, done in salsa and many other dances. Once hubby cut in, why didn't she then keep dancing with her husband? Y'all giving her, oh, he killed the vibe, but if her vibe wasn't killed when he threw his hands in the air, and she smiled and kept dancing like she just didn't care, why stop then? Why not? Dance on up to your husband and keep the party going. Her actions come across like she was upset her dance partner changed, when that shouldn't matter, right? Because salsa, right? By Master Prophet 888. As an avid female Spanish music dance hall participant, it is common to switch dance partners when you are one, single, or two, if that's the norm in your relationship with explicit permission from both partners, which, let me tell you, is very uncommon in Latino communities for either partner to allow their boyfriend or girlfriend to dance with strangers at a club. Dance hall etiquette is crystal clear. And it different from relationship to relationship, but it is clear within each relationship. Partners show up to the club knowing what is okay and what is not okay. As a Latina, in a male-dominated world, I was taught it is not okay for a lady to dance with another man who is not your husband without clear, explicit permission from your partner. In every context imaginable, salsa or no salsa, that lady made her husband look like a chump, especially if she got on the dance floor when he walked away for a few minutes to use the restroom. SMH and everyone in the audience who was people-watching absolutely noticed. Not the a-hole. The leader of the USA. These comments are wild. It's the disrespect of waiting for him to be gone to take up the opportunity to dance with someone else. You want to dance with everyone so bad, why do you have to wait for me to leave to do it? Not the a-hole, but bad choice with the salsa department. If she wanted to dance with other people, why couldn't she talk with you about it, and you both move about it in a joint way? Then her childish response to you getting upset. Come on now. Clearly, if you're upset about it and it's a free-for-all dance room, you had a misunderstanding of how things worked there, since when is it justifiable to be upset at someone for having a protective misunderstanding? She couldn't take you to the side and say, "I'm sorry you're upset, sweetie. I thought you knew how this place worked. Everyone is just dancing with everyone. NTA at all. Sneaky move to find a new partner conveniently when you step out. I'm low-key shocked at the people on her side here. OP didn't understand how the place worked entirely, and understandably, it's not like you guys do this every night, and he's the bad guy for it somehow. Original posters edits. Edit 1. Many are saying this is normal for salsa dancing, especially in social halls. In this case, this was not a social dance hall. People dancing with their partners were not frequently switching partners. It was more of a club setting, so she would have been spotted by herself and approached by a man to dance with her. She did not have to accept the dance, in my opinion. She thinks it was harmless. Edit 2. I talked to my wife. She has doubled down and said I completely overreacted and needlessly ruined our night. She admitted that the guy dancing with her told her she was beautiful and flirted with her and that she was flattered. When I asked if she told him she was married, she said she didn't because she didn't have time to. I had returned from the washroom by then. I am very upset by this, and I don't know where to go from here. Sorry guys for the information drip. It is hard to type everything out while looking after my toddler. Some more clarification, particularly around communicating boundaries. I have always communicated my expectations and boundaries with her. We never had a conversation that included this particular scenario. Would you dance with someone else and allow them to flirt with you if I stepped away for 5-10 minutes while we were on a date together? But we have discussed boundaries and how we expect to conduct ourselves when out without the other. She has had girls' nights out prior to our child's birth, and she always told me if someone had approached her and how she'd handled it. It was never an issue. We were always on the same page. This is the first time she downplays crossing boundaries which were previously agreed upon and providing me with half-truths unless I ask. When I address those concerns, she says I am overreacting. After the OP's edits. By Zupperous. Edit. The OP edited his location from salsa dance to salsa club. I also realized that I might have been misreading who was sulking at the bar. I thought it was him. Never been to a salsa club, but the dance is the same, it's just dark and flashier, I would guess. Still think getting upset about who your wife is dancing salsa with is absurd and childish. Obviously, the lighting changes everything. By WhenTitansSpeak. Look, most of y'all in here being like, ugh, she did nothing wrong, probably don't have kids, and are ignoring the fact that in a year and a half, this is the second date night OP and his wife has had. Having kids can be a major strain on a relationship when everything is, understandably, about the kid, and you're just surviving. As someone with a 1-year-old, if my wife and I went out and it was said it was a date and we did everything for a date, I'd be a little upset if I came out and she was dancing with someone else. A date at that point with a small kid, after having basically no alone time for over a year, is to reignite and rebuild your spark and your relationship. Not dance with other dudes and ignore your husband because he went to the bathroom for a second. By Legitimate User 2000. I'm on hubby's side. He even said they rarely go dancing. She sulked after her hubby cut back in. She liked dancing with the other guy and didn't want it to stop. If the roles were reversed, he would be called an AH and would be crucified in the comments. What do you think? Do you think the husband is the a-hole, or do you think his feelings are justified? Post your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching.